Dear friends, when the Three Railway Engines was first published in May 1945, a foreword to it was probably not considered. Within 6 months, however, it became clear that the book wasn't going to be the slight affair that had perhaps been expected. 25 books were to follow, all with forewords, in a sequence that became known as the Railway series. And yet, despite numerous reprintings, the little book that started the wheels turning remained without a preface. Now, for this new edition, more than 50 years later, a foreword is thought appropriate. I feel very privileged not only to have been asked to write it, but to have the chance to dedicate the stories to the memory of my father, their creator, Christopher Audrey, the author's son. Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy. Dear friends of Edward, Gordon, Henry, and Thomas, thank you for your kind letters. Here is the new book for which you asked. James, who crashed into the story of Thomas the Tank Engine, settles down and becomes a useful engine. We are nationalized now, but the same engines still work the region. I am glad to tell you that the fat director who understands our friends' ways is still in charge, but is now the fat controller. I hope you will enjoy this book too. The author. Dear friends, here is news from Thomas's branch line. It is clearly no ordinary line, and life on it is far from dull. Thomas asks me to say that if you are ever in the region, you must be sure to visit him and travel on his line. They will have never seen anything like it, he says proudly. I know I haven't. The author. Dear friends, news from the line has not been good. The fat controller has been having trouble. A short while ago he gave Henry a coat of green paint, but as soon as he got his old color back again, Henry became conceited. Gordon and James, too, have been getting above themselves. I am glad to say, however, that the fat controller has quite kindly but very firmly put them in their place, and the trains are running as usual. I hope you will like meeting Percy. We shall be hearing more of him later. The author. Dear friends, here is more news from the region. All the engines now have numbers as well as names. You will see them in the pictures. They are as follows: Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3, Gordon 4, James 5, Percy 6. Then I expect you were sorry for Henry, who was often ill and unable to work. He gave Sir Topham Hatt, who is of course our fat controller, a lot of worry. Now Henry has a new shape and is ready for anything. These stories tell you all about it. The author. Dear friends, poor Thomas has been in trouble, so the fat controller asked Toby to come and help run the branch line. Thomas and Toby are very good friends. Toby is a funny little engine with a queer shape. He works very hard and we are fond of him. We hope you will like him too. The author.